What's up, guys? It's Eric with Monday Family. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be looking at the third product in the product trifecta from MiniFinder. If you guys haven't already seen the first two videos, check out the card in the top right corner. You can see the unboxing of the MiniFinder Pico and the MiniFinder Zepto. Today we're going to be looking at the third product, which is a pet GPS tracker called the MiniFinder Atto. I get a lot of comments and questions on my YouTube channel and also on my website about pet trackers. Even though I don't recommend any Bluetooth tracker for outdoor pets, I do understand a need for a pet tracker. So the only thing I can recommend is something that has GPS built in and also cellular communication. Something like the MiniFinder Atto. So this is the first GPS tracker that we're looking at on this channel, designed specifically for pets. For full disclosure, they did send this product to me for free, but this will be an honest review. For pricing and availability, I will leave an affiliate link down below to the MiniFinder website and also to Amazon. The MiniFinder Atto does not come with a collar whatsoever, but you do have the option of purchasing one from MiniFinder. They only have two options though, this big bright orange one for large dogs or a small little cat collar, so I do recommend that you buy your own collar. The MiniFinder Atto only comes in one color, black. It also only comes in one size, no matter if you have a large dog or a small cat. The overall length of it is about 2 3/8 of an inch or 61 millimeters, and it's about 1 3/8 inch wide or 35 millimeters. It's about 5/8 of an inch thick or 16 millimeters, and it weighs 1 3/8 ounce or 38 grams. On the very top of the device, they do have a micro USB plug and a little cover to keep it water resistant, even though it did break in my first week of use. On the right side of the device, there is a little speaker which you're able to call the device and be able to talk to your pet. On the front of the device, there is a little microphone hole and a LED status light. But other than those things, there's no buttons or anything else on the device. Even on the very last hole, the dog collar was still way too big for my dog. I was easily able to slip it over her head and came right off. So I do recommend that you buy your own dog collar that makes sure it fit your dog. And I do believe the MiniFinder will fit most dog collars out on the market. I also tried the cat collar on my 13-pound Shih Tzu. It was a snug fit and did not have any room for growth or her winter coat. So even though I do recommend buying your own collar, I did use this for a couple days on her. She looked uncomfortable here, but she did get used to it, and after a couple hours she didn't even notice it was just like a normal collar on her. Okay guys, let's go into the app and see what we get into. I have the GPS tracker right there on top of my dashboard, so it has good signal. And when you first start the tracker app, you're definitely going to have to make a user ID and password. As soon as you log in, you'll see there's a map and it'll show you the location of your trackers. If you have multiple trackers like I do, you can see a list of them up here in the top left. If it is green, it means it has a good signal and good battery life. Yellow means it connected. I believe it was within a half hour or something like that. White means that it's not connected at all. So if you want to see the MiniFinder Pico in action, click right up here. You guys can check out that video. Or the MiniFinder Zepto, which is the car tracker, you can click right up here and check out that video. But we're going to go into the Atto, and you can see once we press it, it's going to find it. And this is actually spot right on, right where I parked. You can see the speed that it's moving, the altitude, and the battery life. And if you click here, it also gives you the precise address. If you click on these three little dots right there, it comes up with a couple options. You have your history, and you can see the history for the past 3 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, 3 days, or 7 days. Click the one you want, click view waypoints, and you can kind of see a little history where you've been in that time frame. Going back, next option is you can rename it. That's self-explanatory if you want to rename your device. And then you have a call feature, but unfortunately I was not able to get this to work. I believe you're supposed to be able to call it and be able to listen in and hear what's going on around your pet. I tried with a US number, and I also tried with an international calling card with a different number, and that didn't work either. For some reason it just wasn't working. And then the very last option is your setup. I'm not quite sure why you have authorization numbers in here. If this was something that you were calling when you press the button on the device itself, I understand that. Like the MiniFinder Pico, the Atto, the pet tracker, GPS tracker does not have any buttons whatsoever, so I don't know why that's an option here. Low battery alert, once again, these things did not work for me unless you were in the app getting a notification. Monitoring didn't work for me. SOS, don't understand why it's in here. It should not be in here. It does not have a button whatsoever. And speeding alarms, it worked occasionally, but only when the app was up and running. Down here at the bottom, this is a little button to focus in where your tracker is located. This option right here is for your geofences. You're able to create and draw a geofence, and then you can name your geofence. We're just going to name this test 100, and you can select which device you want this to work with. So we're going to click the Atto and hit return and hit create, and that will create your geofence. Now, my testing, this did not work very well. Occasionally it worked, sometimes it didn't, and even when it did work, it would only notify you in the alerts when the app was up and running. It did not notify you when the app was closed and still running in the background. You had to be in the app, so that's definitely a major issue. There's a lot of bugs wrong with the app itself. If you just want basic tracking, it's fine, but once you start doing the advanced options, the app is just not up to par. Also notice if you do create a geofence and you happen to tap on it like I'm about to do here, it will actually shut down the app just like that for no reason whatsoever. Let's go back in. And then the next option down here at the bottom is some more settings. You can choose the type of map that you want. Keep screen alive. That would just keep the screen alive when the app is up and running. And the type of alarm settings. I turned all of these on, and they do work once the app is on, but that is the only time that these things work. Email, I don't get any email notifications whatsoever, so that is not working. And then you can also choose your language if you happen to want a different language. And then the last option down here is just your basic information about the tracker and the company. So all in all, this is a good product, but does need some work in the app. If they can get the app running and the features that they advertise up and running and working correctly, then it's definitely totally worth it. I don't know if it was just me or having problems with like the phone calling feature where you can listen in because of the international SIM card. I don't know. It just didn't work for me for whatever reason. I thought I did everything I needed to do and it just still didn't work. So if they can make those improvements on their app and their features, definitely a thumb up. Definitely something you should do research on and see if it's something that you guys can use. Guys, let's wrap up this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will answer them where I get a chance. If you haven't already, check out these other two MiniFinder product review videos. And if you guys haven't already subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. If I have, click that blue circle right there and subscribe to my channel. If you guys want to become a super subscriber, check out my Patreon page, this blue square. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.